When I meet entrepreneurs, there's always a message and there's a personal story within them that I always want to know about. And when I know about their message, that's what I love to share on the show with you guys. So welcome to Geeks Are Sexy. This show is sponsored by Minette, the Internal Energist. And so we're going to be talking all about that. My guest here today is Minette, the Internal Energist, and Judy Russian-Cruden.
Hello.
So both of these ladies are healers, they're energy workers, they love what they do. And that's the message that I kind of want to carry off and share with you guys, because that's something within entrepreneurs that we really have a deep passion for what we do and to help others in so many ways. So that's a juicy topic we're going to go ahead and get started on. So first off, thank you ladies for coming on the show today.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us. It's always fun.
It's always fun. Now, I got to thank Facebook, because if it wasn't for Facebook, I wouldn't have met Minette. And if it wasn't for Minette, I wouldn't have met Judy. And so there's so many cool interactions with social media that just, it's from the bottom of my heart that I'm telling you people, don't be afraid to reach out to someone that you're really interested in. You want to get more information about what they do. Maybe what they do kind of rings a bell to you. Something special that sounds good to you. Don't be afraid to reach out to them. So tell me both how you ladies came into the practice of being energy workers and also helping people with what you do.
I would say,
go ahead. Start
I would say
with
for
Minette.
me, I wasn't on this path. I was in more of a corporate field, and I always say I chose the energetic 2x4 method of awakening. I had a severe accident, and they said I might not walk again, and that I never, organ transplants and things like that. So it taught me. It just opened my eyes. I just felt my body scream and connect in a way that I hadn't before to see what else was possible for me to heal in my body. So it led me down this path of being an energy student. So I started studying all these different modalities and energy work and things like that. And I know one of the amazing ones Access Bars, because you come to me for those sessions, but aromatherapy too and oils was really crucial for me in my healing. And I know one of the amazing person that started introducing me to that was Judy.
Yeah. So a body within, that is your business. A better body within. Yes. Yeah. So tell us more about that.
So, well, I, like Minette, started out in corporate America, and I'm a CPA. I had a tax practice for really long time, but I was looking for something natural for my son, who was really struggling in school with focus and attention issues, and we found these essential oils and everything changed. So since then I changed my career. I'm now a holistic health coach. I do energy work. That's how I met Minette, and now I get to travel the world empowering women.
I love that. Learning
how to take back control of their own health. I like to call myself a solutions provider. I help people with their physical health, with their emotional health, with their financial health, and I love that I get to do that.
That's beautiful. Because in so many ways, I mean, you guys get to help inspire other people to change and to learn new ways within themselves that they can be better. But one of the questions that I wanted to ask you guys is that as a mother and as a wife and as an entrepreneur, how do you balance it all out? Tell me what comes first to balancing out all of those properties to having that fine tune in life.
I'd say for me, because that is a lot of juggling, you know what I mean? And I used to look at it like a heaviness, and I really learned through studying energy work that our point of view, however we view something, is what creates our reality.
Right.
So when I started just, not looking so much as a juggling act, but making it fun, you know what I mean?
Right.
And starting to, one of the greatest tools that I use is what's light and heavy. So before I used to feel really bound by obligation, like I needed to do this, this, and this. So I felt like I always had this huge to-do list that I would never catch up with.
Right.
And when I started stepping back from that and really tuning into my internal energies, the energies that were going on inside me, it really helped me to get a sense of what was light and what was heavy.
That makes sense.
So as soon as I started to realize that, these choices and opportunities that would come up, whether it was a dinner party with a friend or a school obligation with my daughter, or whatever it may be, I started to choose what was light for me rather than how I did it before out of obligation in this kind of linear reality. So the more I chose to create what was light for me, regardless of whether it was something I would have done before out of obligation or because I have to be a mom or business person, the more lightness I started to create. And it was really phenomenal. In the beginning, I kind of viewed it as selfish because I was making choices for me. And I think as a mom and an entrepreneur, sometimes we give till we're empty. And when you do that, you know, everything suffers around you.
It's true.
But when you can stop and really be selfish, and I know that's a completely different word for some people, but when you start to choose what's light for you, we can give from this place of abundance where everything around us, you know, is empowered by that. Our businesses, our children, my relationships, my husband. So for me, choosing what was light, even though in the beginning it felt selfish, really started to bring more lightness to my business, you know, my clients, my family, my children. And it was really that invitation for everyone around me to know that that was possible.
I love that. Judy, how about you?
So for me, what I do now, really I've incorporated into my entire family. So we live this lifestyle, we live this healthy lifestyle, and I really feel like balance kind of comes in seasons. It's not that I'm going to do 25% of this and 25% of this and it all adds up to 100 and it's all perfect. It just doesn't work like that. And so really for me, I look at it as, you know, and in my corporate job, I was really successful, but I didn't feel fulfilled.
Yeah.
And so, you know, Tony Robbins says success without fulfillment is failure. And so I've really kind of taken that attitude, knowing that my thoughts create what is happening. And I want to be giving, but I can't give from an empty space.
Right.
So I have to have self-care. I can't help my family. I can't help my business partners if I'm not taking care of myself.
That's true.
So, you know, it all kind of works together. And then there's seasons where there's going to be a time where we're going to be really busy.
Right.
But I create a space with my family where they understand that. And then we have some kind of reward at the end where we all participate together, so that it's not really this thing of, you know, because I do get to travel around the world,
Yeah,
which I love.
I was going to talk about that. So your talents have obviously taken you ladies far to expand and have your own businesses. And I mean, I'm sure that's glorious in its own. But how has that changed your life? How has that motivated you to even become bigger in a way?
For me, I think after my first book that I got to contribute with a lot of people, I started getting invited to do classes out of state and in different places. And I know the first one, I was like, wow, this is really different.
You
and
went to Colorado, you
yeah,
went to Utah,
yeah,
I remember.
Yes, and it's so much fun. But I know in the beginning it was kind of like that time away from my family, and I hadn't had that before. So it did feel really light. So it was a choice I made. And then going there was really expansive because I got to meet so many different people. And then it really encouraged my daughters even to become more outgoing, you know, and traveling on their own.
Yeah.
And so it was just really empowering for me. And it did take it to the next level. And I have clients coming from out of state or from other, you know, I do those Skype coaching sessions
always
with people
busy.
from a different country. Yeah, it's amazing.
That's so great.
So it's been really fulfilling and empowering. And having clients come in and then leave with these tools to empower themselves to start creating the reality they truly desire instead of, you know, trying to survive in this one is life-changing.
I know that we didn't even get to go into these oils. You know, with doTERRA, there's so many different essential oils that Judy or Minette can explain to you and are so informative to changing your life. Maybe in another segment I'll have you back.
We'd love that.
I would love that. But Judy, tell me, even your son is getting involved with the business. I remember last time I talked to you, which was a couple of years ago, you said your son was now involved in the business. And so where do you see this now going forth?
The nice thing is that doTERRA can be a vehicle. It can be your dream, or it can be the vehicle to help you achieve your dreams.
That's
so
cool.
you know, you can use it either way. And so for him, it's a vehicle. I mean, we live the lifestyle already, but it's a vehicle for him. He's all like tech geek.
Yeah.
Loves it.
Love
And
it.
this allows him to be able to, you know, stay emotionally balanced and still be able to pursue his passions.
That's
and
awesome.
I think everything in life is about doing something that you have a passion for, because when you have
Absolutely.
a passion for it, it's not a job.
You don't feel like it's
work.
work. You
Right.
can do it any day, every day, all the time.
Absolutely.
And so that's what I drive you to do. Find it within your heart to see what you'd love to do it every day, follow those feelings that are light. And even if you're not an entrepreneur, that's okay. Just do what you love, what makes you feel loved, and what feels light. And from there, where can people get more information about you ladies? Your .com, social media?
Yeah, for me, Facebook, it's Minette Internal Energist or internalenergies.com.
Great.
And for me, on Facebook, it's A Better Body Within, or oilsbyjudy@gmail.com.
Love it. All right, guys. Well, don't go anywhere. Stick around. We have some great guests right after this. You're watching Geeks Are Sexy.